Hey everyone, welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 67, with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. And if you hear some noise in the background, a little Ziggy is being a stinker here this afternoon. So she's making her own commentary. I guess it is World Cat Day after all, so we'll give her a little shout out. But I have a couple of fun projects for you. Hey Janelle. After all, we are in the middle, can't believe we're halfway through October, in the middle of our designer series paper promotion. So I'm going to show you guys a cool one way to use a sketch or a layout and how you can use that for two very different looks. So we're going to use some beautiful autumn. We're going to use the fun leaf punches. And by the way, those are on limited inventory. So if you guys are interested in the beautiful autumn suite, don't wait. Go get those punches. We're already into October and the catalog only goes till December. So you want to get those. We're going to pair that with my favorite Plaid Tidings. You guys know how much I love that. We are going to use this beautiful, pretty peacock pattern here with some pops of paper pumpkin and some mango, and I thought that worked well. I pulled out my plaid. I was feeling a little chilly here today. I know the temperature's not bad, but it's rainy, and that just makes everything damp and cold. So yeah, put on my warm plaid, and we're thinking warm thoughts. And then I also thought it would be fun to play with the beautiful Snowflake Splendor. This paper is gorgeous, so pretty. We're gonna use this pattern, and we'll even pull in some of that balmy blue glitter paper too, which is really fun. So let's go ahead and get stamping. All right, let me switch this around real quick. There we go. Okay, so can you guys see okay? We'll just check the light. There we go. A little more light for us. Okay, so for our first card, like I said, we're using some Plaid Tidings with the beautiful autumn stamp set here. So I've got our little leaves, the acorn, the oak leaf, and the maple leaf. I have a couple extras left over for another project, so I stuck them up there. This was from David's stamping project the other day. He got a little carried away. So I've got my stamps ready and my punches handy, and we are starting with a half sheet of pretty peacock cardstock. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, and we'll go ahead and fold this. Love this color. It sort of matches. All right, so I know soft suede is not in here, but I wanted something to layer this fun piece of plaid on, and I didn't want it to be too dark. So this is a 3x3 square of soft suede, and I'm actually going to distress it a little bit. I don't know if you guys, this is an old technique. Easy way to take out your frustrations. Lay it in your hand and crumple it. It's Friday. Leave all that work stress or whatever it may be, and then go on in and enjoy your weekend. So yes, go ahead and crumple it. There you go. And then you almost get like that old world map background. That's all good. You can even rough it up some more. Go ahead, rough it up, tear it even with your fingernail. Just go ahead and this is why it's stamp therapy. You could take out some of your aggression here. Better to take it out on paper than on somebody. So when this is as crumpled and wrinkled and distressed, and with this soft suede, we almost have a leather-like look going on, then you can go ahead and apply your adhesive here. All right, so I'll put that on the back. I mean, who knew? Technique that's so easy, you don't even need any tools, just a fist. All right, so we'll stick this towards the top. So we have even about the top third. You get a little more space at the bottom. So go ahead and put that on here. And then our square, our Plaid Tidings square, you might be able to tell this has a little bit of a stitching detail. I used the stitched square from the Stitched Shapes Framelits dies, must-have dies. If you've been stamping with me, I believe you probably have these. But this is the largest of the squares, and then you also get circles and ovals in this, the Stitched Shapes. Hey Gladys, how are you? So I used that large square on this, and whoa, that's a bright color, but we're gonna use this pretty peacock here on the back. So this is actually a pretty simple layout. So if you're in my Facebook group, I would love to see your cards, see what things you make with this layout. Go ahead and center that there right on top of your crumpled soft suede square. It's a mouthful. All right, so now I'm pulling in just some Whisper White. This is just a scrap strip. It's about 1 inch wide, 11 inches long. And this is what we're going to do our stamping of our leaves on. So I've got a few different colors handy. So I thought let's do some Mango Melody oak leaves. So we'll do a couple of oak leaf, not maple. All right, so let's do a few of these. And when you are stamping them, you do want to be perpendicular to your paper so that when you come in to slide your punch, it's easy to punch it out of the paper. Okay, so stand those leaves right up. So let's go ahead and stamp 3. And if we don't use them all, we'll use them on another project. Okay, so we've got 3 of those. And that was in the Mango Melody. Ziggy, stop. Can you hear her? Poor kitty acts like she's being tortured, but it's raining outside and I'm not letting her out and she's not happy with that. All right, so let's do our maple leaves then. We'll do these and pumpkin pie. And most of the leaves, we have quite a few maple trees here around our house, and they, for the most part, have changed. They're all shades of red and orange and yellow. And we took a drive through Letchworth Park up, what do I want to say? It's just southwest of Rochester. And it was so pretty. So I'm glad we got to do that before this rain came in and knocked all the leaves off. All right, so then I'm gonna pull in this soft suede here, and we'll use that for our little acorns. So let's do a couple of these. And like I said, I'm just gonna do 3 of everything, just so that I have plenty. Okay. So these 3 punches are so cute. They come 3 in the punch pack. You can even bundle them with the beautiful autumn stamp set. So that's a great deal. Let's go ahead and punch these out here, and then we'll use our dimensionals to layer them with. Okay. Can you guys see that right up there in the camera? They punch them out perfectly. And then we'll do our maple leaves. Okay. These are such a nice side, whether you're making cards or whether you're scrapbooking. Okay. And then we'll do the acorns. And they really do punch. Pops right out of there. Okay. So we've got these. Let's go ahead and I'm going to use I believe I've got some mini dimensionals in here. Let's use those because those I think will fit just a little bit better. Well, my stuff is falling over here. Okay. And then there's hidden my October host code. So if you need any of these fabulous products, go ahead to stampinup.com or my online store, jessb.stampinup.net, and use my hostess code there. So the mini dimensionals are a little bit smaller than the bigger ones. And we'll go ahead, I just bend the sheet in half, makes it easier to get them off. There you go. We'll stick some of these. We'll do one per leaf. So good to do a bunch. Do a bunch all at the same time. How are you guys on this Friday afternoon? Oops, they're sticking to me. Okay. All right, now's the fun part, is kind of laying them all out. So I'll make a little pile there. Let's go. Let's do some of the pumpkin pie, and then we'll come in and we'll do some oak leaves, and we're going to kind of create a pattern right down the kind of the right side of our card front here, and change them out in different directions. Let's add some acorns on here. It's kind of fun, like they're just cascading down the card a little bit. Let's see. Then we've got another leaf. So isn't that cute? I think that's fun. We've got a couple left over, that's okay. So we'll save them for the next project. And now for some words. So I've got a 1-inch piece. I'm going to, let's see, I might want to trim that down just a little bit. I'm going to use the thank you from the beautiful autumn stamp set here. And let's just see. Actually, I can get away with not quite a 3/4, so I am. Let's go ahead. Let me see what I got my scrap in here. I've got some scraps of Whisper White, and I might have a skinny or a smaller piece. Leave some of these in here because you never know when you might need something little. Actually, even that's just a little bit too long. So let's take that. Let's stamp our thank you in Pretty Peacock here, and then we can trim it down if we need to. Hold that there so it comes off. All right, beautiful. And all right, I should have my little mini trimmer handy, but I don't. So let me just cut this off, and then I'll give you the final measurement there. I'm just gonna trim it a little bit. So we're actually going to, it's like 2 3/8. It's not like it is, 2 3/8. And we are cutting this down to 0.75. So it's 0.75 by 2 3/8. And we'll go ahead and put our full size dimensionals on the back of this. So we'll put, well, let's go ahead. Let's put 3 of them on here for good measure. Can never have too many dimensionals. Hey, Susie, how are you? Thanks for watching this afternoon. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and put this, let's kind of weave it in. I want to stick it on here, but I want that leaf to kind of overlap it just a little bit. So we'll kind of tuck it in here. We can even pull that acorn, just pull that up just a little bit so that overlaps, and that way the leaves and the acorns are kind of falling down around our sentiment. And then, oh, how about we bling it up just a little bit? You guys know I love my gold glitter dots. So let's put a couple teeny tinies on here too, just to, let's go up here with the itty bitties. We'll do one here. You guys, there's Ziggy again. Oh goodness, that cat. All right, let's kind of put these around, and then one more right up in here. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Just adds a little bit of sparkle. Just an extra little something something there, like that. Okay, so you can see quick and easy layout here. Now let's go ahead and change it up. We'll change up our season. Thank you, Susie. Glad you guys like this. Hope you'll give it a try. A fun layout. I got this idea from Stampin' Up, and of course, put my own spin on things. That's another tip. Trying to get those itty bitty papers, just stick them to your finger. There you go. Stop, you're okay. All right, so for the next one, changing our seasons, we are using some Balmy Blue. This is a half sheet here, is 5.5 by 8.5. And we'll fold this. Okay, so for this, the measurements are the same. This time we're pulling in a 3 by 3 piece of Pacific Point. Love that bright, bright blue. So we've got kind of our baby blue here, and then we're adding that pop of color. And again, go ahead and take out your stresses of the week. Crumple that paper, just wad it up. All right, mush it good. And then unwrap it. Go ahead and just kind of roughen up the edges just a little bit to sharpen all those, or dull the edges, I want to say. You don't want them quite so sharp. Okay, it's okay if it tears a little bit. That's fine. All right, and then kind of, you do all that just to smooth it out a little bit. No, but just enough to put your adhesive on here. Okay, oops, come on. And then that goes towards the top portion of your card. So you're even on the sides and the top there. You've got more space at the bottom. And then we'll use this beautiful pattern. This is from the Snowflake Splendor. And again, I love this. I love that Stampin' Up! Has included papers from the mini catalog in this 15% off sale. So you can get both these packs. They're just $9.78 each. And the Snowflake Splendor, this is a 12 by 12 pack, whereas the Plaid Tidings is, oh, that's a pretty color too. Oh, huh. All right, I'm gonna have to make another card of this because I was going to use this side, which is so pretty, but I love that too. Ooh. All right, well, like you can see, this paper is gorgeous. So this is a 12 by 12. The Plaid Tidings is a 6 by 6, but they're both awesome. All right, let's do that. Go ahead and center that on your square. Hey, Bobby Joe, how are you? All right, so I've got our pretty snowflakes here, and then I've pulled in the Snowflakes Wishes stamp set, which is bundled with the So Many Snowflakes dies. And I've used this smaller detailed one here to die cut a few pieces from our Balmy Blue glimmer paper. Aren't these pretty? Hey, Doris. Better late than never. Glad you could join us. So I've just cut 3 of these, but I am going to, I thought with the bling, it was just so pretty. So we'll grab, oh, I don't need 4, I just need 3 of our little dots. Put these on the back of our snowflakes. And again, we're gonna do kind of a similar thing. You know, at this time, let me put down my greeting first, and then we'll put the snowflakes around it. So again, I've got just a scrap piece of white. It's 1 inch. This is 1 inch by 3 3/4. But I just wanted something from my bin that I could stamp my sentiment on. And for this one, I love this. I love Snowflake Wishes. I'm not going to put Merry Christmas. I don't need that on there. So I'm going to show you how you can take one of your Stampin' Right markers to color on your stamp. This is the same ink that is in an ink pad as in these markers, and it's dual tipped, so you have a fine tip for like journaling or writing, And then the bold tip is this painty tip. Oh, come on here. Yes, and that is what we're going to use to color on our stamps. And you just color the portion that you want. So in this case, I'm gonna color the snowflake wishes here. And this is fun because if you ever have a stamp that, you know, you really like part of it, but not the whole thing, or you wanna change the greetings, maybe you need a happy day, not a happy birthday. And you can use your markers to just color that happy day. All right, so make sure we're fully covered on there. And then we'll take this onto our paper and just go ahead and stamp it. There we go. See how neat that comes out? So I didn't stamp the whole thing. I just colored the portion that I wanted. And then I'm going to take this to my trimmer here real quick and just trim this down a bit so that I don't have quite so much white space all around. Okay, so that's 3 1/8 and turning that to 0.75. So again, 0.75 here is the height, and then 3 1/8 is the width. And we'll go ahead and put our full-size dimensionals on here, 3 across the back. And again, we're following the same layout for 2 very different looks. We'll go ahead and put this on here. And then we'll take I'm gonna go ahead and take the adhesive off of each of these snowflakes. Oops, got one stuck to me. And let's do that. Let's turn these. So we've got one here, and then we'll put one up over here. And then we'll kind of put one down here below too. Kind of fun that they kind of fall down the side of the page. And for this, again, we need just a little bit of bling. And with this, there are these amazing blue adhesive backed gems. These are faceted and they come in light blue. Let me show you here. You get the balmy blue and the darker color. Hey Diana, how are you? And let's go ahead and just put centers in our snowflakes. So we got a bit of a pop here. Of course, you could use rhinestones too. This would also be pretty. Let's go ahead and use the big ones, and that'll hide our dimensional too. I could have used glue dots, but I wanted these to kind of pop up off the page and then kind of go over the sentiment there too. Aren't they? Look at all of that sparkle. Oh, so much fun. Isn't that awesome? Hey Judy, how are you? Hey Megan. All right, so nice that you guys could join me this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed this video with these card sketch. So again, you need your half sheet of cardstock for your card base, a 3-inch square of a contrasting color, and then a 2 3/4 inch square, which I've die cut with the stitched shapes, with the largest square from the stitched shapes dies. Love these because you get your 3 basic shapes. And then we've used, card for each season. The Plaid Tidings and then the Snowflake Splendor. And then I got these little punches are fabulous. These are the little punches from the beautiful autumn bundle here. And those are in the mini catalog. And again, we are running out of this fall season. And those aren't going to be around forever because those are just a seasonal item. So if you like those, these are on page 46 of the catalog, and the bundle price is here at the top. You can get them by themselves, like a la carte here, but the best deal is for the bundle of the stamps and the punch together. All right, and then, yes, the Snowflake Wishes, you can actually get the Snowflake Wishes. And with the paper sale going on right now, it is actually cheaper to buy your paper separately from this suite. But this is the Snowflake Splendor suite. This is page 37 of the mini catalog. This paper is on sale for just $9.78. So if you purchased, instead of getting the collection right now, purchase your paper separately from the other items, and then you can get the bundle with the snowflakes and the dies, which is up here at the top. Well, glad you guys love these cards. If you're in my Facebook group here, I would love for you to post photos of projects that you've used doing this layout. I'll go ahead and I'll post these there in the group as well, but I'd love to see what other fun things. I was thinking as I was kind of going through my stamps, I'm like, oh, it would be so cute to do one with the little coffee cups even. It'd be like Happy Monday with your little coffee cups, or you could use the Nothing's Better ad and put little chocolates or tropical drinks down the side. The possibilities are endless, so I'm really excited. This is a really classic sketch, and I hope you guys enjoy and get to do some stamping. With it being a rainy weekend here, it's perfect time to cozy up in the craft room with a warm beverage and enjoy your stamping. All right, well, love you guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a fabulous Friday.